one thing to note real quick before we start, a lot of beginner D&D players who don't know anything about D&D itself get class and race mixed up. Race is what you are, like a human, gnome, dwarf, elf, half-orc, things like that. Class is how you fight, so rangers like to use typically ranged weapons, rogues are very sneaky, fighters fight, monks use martial arts, barbarians use strength, things like that. So that's the differentiation. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Dungeons & Dragons character using a Dungeons & Dragons sheet. I know I just mumbled a lot, but this is for my friends. Basically I found this character sheet from D&D Wizards of the Coast. All you have to do is just search up character sheet, find the website that says dnd.wizards, and then click 5th edition character sheets. You'll download a zip file, and you can open one of these babies up, specifically this one, the D&D 5e character sheet form. These are different. If you want to use them, you can. Spellcasting sheet for spellcasters. My character's name is Bear, because she's a goblin. We're starting at number 1, and I'm class Rogue. So I'm Rogue 1. Race, Goblin. I know I'm stuttering a little bit. Background, I think I might be the Outlander, perhaps, because is the person who lives on the outskirts of the town. Outlander, here we go. Grew up in the wild. I'm just going to go ahead with that. Background. Outlander. Alignment. Chaotic. Oh my god. Chaotic, neutral. I'm going to assume that's what I want. That's my name. We're going to do milestone. Inspiration is something that the DM gives you if he thinks that you're doing good as being your character. So if you're lawful good and you do something evil, you're not going to get an inspiration point. But if you're lawful good and you do something lawful good, DM can give you an inspiration point. You would just check it or uncheck it. That is up to the DM. Hopefully it's regulated well. This basically, you can spend your inspiration point, to have advantage on one roll. We're proficiency bonus is, I'm guessing it's +2 because we're number 1, but you always want to make sure and check, just so nothing happens later. So yeah, it's +2. And as a rogue, my saving throws are dexterity and intelligence, so I would get +2 to these, so I'm going to go ahead and write down +2, just so that I remember next. So we're going to roll our stats really fast. This is what I use for my dice online. I also have IRL dice, but this one's just convenient. You're going to roll 4d6, so put 4 in this section, and just roll that. Take the lowest off. Open up a notepad. Okay, so your first would be 12 because you remove the less. Then you do it again. Okay, now I remove 7. That would be 14 because 3 minus 17. Oh, I pressed reset on accident. Do not worry, it happens to the best of us. 15 minus 2 equals 13. Oh, I am such a dummy. Okay, this is a really bad roll. So that would be 7. If you have 2 of the lowest numbers, just take 1 off. Don't worry about the other one. You just need to take the lowest. I am rolling pretty poorly. That is an 8. You only need 6. Okay, so for rogues, I'm going to dump my highest stat into dexterity. Then I'm going to put my next highest into intelligence because I want to get that survival. Oh, some people might think I'm doing it wrong. Let me just change it. This is where your modifier will go. This is where the number goes. It doesn't really matter, but that's how most people like it, so I'm going to appease the D&D gods. I'm going to do Constitution next for my next highest, so that I can get some good HP going. Wow, thank you. Hello? It's a little laggy, I suppose. See, girl, okay, there we go. Maybe you just need a double click. That's a thing. My strength might be a little low, but so I'm gonna put 12 in my wisdom. Okay, so if it doesn't work, just click above and go back. Or you could just put it in the big box. It doesn't matter. 12 in wisdom so I can get insight and perception. Then I'm going to put strength and then charisma. And of course this will change for everybody. Don't follow me because I'm a rogue. If you're playing a bard, you're going to want to dump all your stats into charisma. If you're playing a cleric, I think it's wisdom. If you're playing a barbarian, strength. If you're playing a ranger, which you should not be, I think it's also dexterity. So my saving throws are dexterity and intelligence. Here's a cheat sheet real quick. Let me open it up. D&D modifier sheet. This is my helpus. You can calculate it, but what's the point if you just have it right here? I can send y'all this real quick. Okay, so, let me just go ahead and write this down right here. +1, I think, yeah. And that's your rolls. That's your rules. Now, there's a difference because races also have bonuses. I'm going to keep this open so I can open up the background later. This will be our base goblin. This is just... sorry, I just imagine a barbarian goblin. 2 dexterity and +1 constitution. So, this equals 16 now. Let me check the thing. So that makes it a +3. Constitution is a +1. 13, which is also just 1. So that changes my dexterity saving throw to 5 because my proficiency bonus is 2. And my dexterity bonus is 3. So, and since I have proficiency, this is +5. Intelligence is just +3, because 1 + 2. These skills you will get from your background and your class. Okay, so for a rogue, I can choose 4 from acrobatics, athletics, blah, 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 blah. So, as you can see, I did the same thing as I did in saving throws, but I just picked them from a list I've been given. I can't just go ahead and choose whatever ones I want through your list, which you will get one if you just look at your class. Grew up in the wilds. Skill proficiencies, I get athletics and survival. So that'll be +1 because +2 - 1 equals athletics. And survival is intelligence, so that would be +3. Tool proficiencies, those I'm not going to pay attention to right now, but you can head and write them right here. So I have 1 musical instrument. I will just do lyre, whatever, but I don't care that much. Passive perception is wisdom, so it's 10+, so I will be 11. Armor class, I'll get into once I do the equipment. So you'll get your equipment from your class. The equipment I have, I'll put it in here. So I get a choice between a rapier or a short sword. I will do short sword, if I could type. Short bow and a quiver of 20 arrows, or a short sword. I don't want a quiver of 20 arrows, so I'll go ahead and add a rapier from the last one. If you want me, I'll just organize it so where it's put in the thing. Burglar's pack, Dungeoneer's pack, or Explorer's pack. I'm going to go with Explorer's pack. You could find what's inside each, but they're all pretty similar. And I automatically get leather armor, 2 daggers, thieves' tools. I don't have money. I'll say I have, I think 100 copper is a gold piece, so I will just put 60 copper. Okay, so for these, this is your attacks and spellcasting. I'll just do rapier. Oop, my bad. Short sword. And daggers times 2. Attack bonus is dexterity. I'm going to go to weapon properties. Boop, 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 boop. They have a table right here. What is martial? Do I have a proficiency in martials? I do not. Go. Okay. Well, that was a mistake on my part, so that means it's just +3. Because it's dexterity, right? I got that right. And it's piercing. Okay, then. And so, 1d6. So this is what you roll to attack. Or your damage, my bad. Rapier is also martial. So that is also 3. I think it's 1d6 as well. No, it's 1d8. Is slashing even a damage type? I feel like I'm Dumby. Wow, thank you, me. Let me make sure dagger is right. Yeah, it is. 1d4. Okay. Piercing. Okay. See, even the best players make mistakes. I don't need to put anything here. Let's see what I have so far. Okay, cool. Okay, I can speak and write. Goblin and common. Thank you, Reddit. Goblin. Gobbling. Goblin. For the money, by the way, and the equipment, you don't have to have everything that you're given. You could put your own. And also, you're going to have some money, but don't make yourself absolutely rich. I'll go ahead and do armor class. This is also good for roll 20. Okay, here we go. Here's the table for leather. Or armor, my bad. So it's 11 plus dex. It's pretty standard. I mean, that's just what I've been given. 11 plus dex. Do I have armor proficiency? Yeah, I do. Proficient at wearing armor. Light armor, right? Yeah. So I would say that's 15 because it's 11 plus 3, so that'd be 60. Initiative, this you don't have to worry. 60 feet, I think. That's what they said on Reddit. No, that's dark vision. My bad. 30 feet of speed. Hit point maximum. So this is where it gets funky town. Your hit die comes from your class, which is rogue for me, which is 1d8. And I already rolled, which I got 5, plus my constitution equals 6. So my hit point maximum is 6. When I get hurt, I will put that there. If I get 6, I will be officially unconscious. That means I will have to roll death saves. If I fail all 3 times, I die. If I success, I survive. I think I become stable, but I don't think so. Temporary hit points, if you get any extra from like a spell or like a curse, well, I don't know. Why would that be a curse? My total hit die is 1d8. So when you are taking a long rest, you can roll this hit die. Sorry, I have 1 total hit die, and it's 1d8. I can roll 1 of these to see, or to get some of my health back. This personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws are all coming from your background, which you can grab. You don't have to do ideals and bonds. You just need a couple of flaws and 1 or 2 personality traits. I suggest having more flaws than you do personality traits, just to make your character a lot better. Okay, I'm going to open up Outlander on my phone. You could put your own, but they are giving you some in the actual thing. So I am just going to choose one of those and maybe edit it a little bit. Yeah, but there's the thing is, I don't have any other that I want.
which is fine, perfectly fine. But you can put multiple. I just don't have any that I want. Feats and traits. Feats are something, if you're human, you could choose +1 to every stat, or you could choose a feat like alert, which is really good and help you with initiative. But other than that, you don't have to put everything in here. I don't have any feats or anything. This is, you could put a picture here, but I don't have one available, and it's kind of hard to put one in here. Like, okay, character name, Bear. Age, I think I made her 5, yeah. Eyes, technically yellow because of her corneas or whatever. Height, I'll make her 3'7", perhaps. Skin, green. Weight, I'll make her 60 pounds. That's like the weight of a cat, right? How does a cat weigh? Okay, what? That's like a very big cat then. My bad. I don't have any perception of my surroundings. Hair, black. That's all you really need. You don't need to go into depth right there. This is for extra anything you need. Character backstory. I'll just put bullet notes. So that'll be hers. Treasure is basically something that your character holds dear to themselves. I'll just say bunny mask, because that's what she has. Okay. I'll go ahead and put, I don't need to put anything else. This is the basic thing this is the most basic character sheet you can do. I don't have spells, so I don't need to worry about spell casting. Allies and organizations. Tribe, dead. That's basically who your character has connections to. So if you're a knight, you might have connections to a king or a queen, or, chief. So there you go. That is it. I will see if I can save it. Save as Bear. Save. Let me see if I can open it. Please tell me it was correct. No, it didn't. It did save, kinda. Let me see if I can. Desktop. Let me see if I can find it. Quick access, maybe. If it works, then I will be so happy. It works! I'm so happy. Okay, that's all.